Hello and welcome to round 2 of the IMBA Cup 2. In this one, in the winners bracket, we got Tag Rock and Tag Uber, two very good players. Always nice to see them face each other. We see here Uber going first land with Seraphim. Gonna go to the Hydra with his ACU pretty early. And Rock here going with Cybran, so that's gonna be interesting. Looks like he's going second air after only 5 P-gens here. But looks like the early move order is to the Hydra, most likely gonna try to get this Hydro up before this air. Perhaps we'll see some gestures from Rock. And with Cybran versus Seraphim, you can't just play 1v1. ACU is stronger for Seraphim, also the tanks are stronger. So Rock is going to have to try to use one of his other advantages, one of the Cybran advantages, like the gesture. We'll now see Hunters coming out, just a single engineer. Hunters and Scouts from Rock, of course, that's another advantage. No light assault bots from Seraphim, although they do have Selines. And we see now Uber Geek moving out Selines in two different directions. Looks like straight down the middle for Rock. 2 Hunters, 2 Scouts. Scout going directly to the Hydra. Another Scout going to the bottom. Looks like a Celine going to the top isn't going to be unseen by Rock. Rock trying to get this Hydra built with a single engineer. It looks like Rock will start making this air factory before this Hydra is finished. Might have a little power problems. And we're seeing Hunters basically surrounding Uber's base. Uber is coming out with a single tank here, the bottom choke point, but this engineer is in danger, as well as the engineer on top. So Rock, some excellent rating, takes out 2 engineers from Uber, so early wins for Rock. And if he follows that up with a gesture, this will be a very nice move from Rock. Excellent gameplay. Force a gesture about 5,000 power, and this Hydra should be finished. Looks like Rock was able to get through this without too many problems. Yeah, it doesn't look like he had any power problems. Now with the Hydra, he does not have a deficit. It's very nice. This Hunter from Rock still trying to dodge, but finally gets taken out. So far we've seen 2 engineers get taken out by Hunters. Nice pressure. And the gesture for Rock is going to come out here just at 3 minutes 30 seconds. See how what kind of reaction we get from Uber. Of course, Uber also with air. He went 3rd air and now is making a bomber. It's going to take him a little while to get some interceptors up. Definitely have to slow this down now. Some tanks now from Uber are going to kill an expanding engineer. It's a nice early success. And now Manti versus tanks. Tanks are going to win. Of course, now we have this gesture. Just taking out multiple mass extractor, taking out expanding engineer. So on the bottom here, this is basically anybody's game. And the 2 ACUs from both Rock and Uber are going to the top corner. We're going to try to fight this out. Some bombers now coming out for Uber. He's got total reconnaissance here up on top. And this gesture is still alive. And there's interceptors for Rock as well. So multiple interceptors. The gesture targeting expanding engineers. But we'll see if Rock can keep this gesture without getting it killed. It's already at 5 kills. Rock definitely has the interceptors to save it, but unable to do so. And a pretty massive tank force now from Uber going directly into Rock's base. This is nice to see, although Rock is able to produce a Manta here. He is going to have the numbers, but this artillery can cause some damage. Takes out a mass extractor. Why am I still at +2? That's crazy. And an engineer, yet another engineer. Multiple engineers actually now from Uber are going to be killed from Manti. Both players very aggressive, doing nice raiding. It looks like Rock actually with his ACU able to take the top corner. Still a few tanks left over. Uber just sitting there wondering with 1 kill. Rock with no kills in the ACU. And on the bottom here, 4 Manti take out 2 mass extractors, and it looks like they're not microed, although they still win this. And bomb from Bomber there, from Tech 1 Bomber. Takes out a couple Mantis. So a victory here on the bottom for Rock. He should have engineers moving down, try to take over. And we're seeing Rock here on 4 land factory, thought about the 5th, really having big numbers advantage all over the map. We can see here so many Manti. So total domination in terms of map control. See, Uber Geek is really confined to his main base. He has now gone Tech 2 land, so that's really the reason why he has such a big numbers deficit. We'll see if the Ilshavas or Yoshavas can turn the tide for him. He really needs to do so quickly. We see now some anti-air, some stationary anti-air for Uber. So Rock really dominating both air and land, except directly over Uber's base, and this is going to take a very nice comeback. And of course, yeah, we now see T2 flag and T2 bots from Uber. He's got the tools to make the comeback. It's a question of whether or not he'll do it. Looks like he is having some success with air. And this is just an excusable Manti from Rock, just devastating Uber's base. They're not waiting on the outside, they're moving in. Taking out mass extractors, targeting mass extractors. See, they're getting hit by some bombers. That was an excellent bomb from this bomber. 3 kills. We just saw all of those. And engineers expanding to the top for Rock. He's got another land factory, no upgrades yet. And an engineer expanding to the bottom from Rock. Of course, this Yorsheva on the bottom is going to take care of the Manti. If it expands, it'll kill this engineer from Rock. And yet another Mantis moving in. He's going to take out some engineers. That's ridiculous. This should never happen. It's total disrespect from Rock now. It's going to get 5 kills. It's going to get 6, and then the Ilsheva is going to come out and end at 6 kill Mantis. That's ridiculous. That's 300 mass in terms of engineers. Engineer now moving out for Ubergeek. This time it's going to get a nice support from this T2 bot, maybe a little too much. And Rock, this is all Rock's territory now. Ubergeek, no upgrades. Although this, he actually looks like he's got that upgrade on his ACU. Although I might be tripping. No, I don't think he does. Do we see any Tech 2 land? Yes, we do. Tech 2 land now from Rock. He's going to go with hoplites. He's going to be excellent, and of course he's going to get a stealth field generation. Stealth hoplites versus Ultravas is in our future. Rock here going up on top ledge, taking a couple of mass extractors. Ubergeek's Yoshua moving in is going to cut out all these engineers. And the Yoshua actually here from Ubergeek is going to take on an entire force of Manti. But of course we'll be surrounded. Probably get a few kills before it turns into a nice wreck that Rock could pick up. See 6 total kills before it's killed. Another Yoshua up on top. Multiple Yoshuas here from Uber. So he should be able to take this bottom position finally. Although it looks like some Tech 2 moving down, some hoplites to prevent this push from Uber. And yet another attack now from Rock. He's really using his numbers advantage, not allowing Uber to really expand anywhere, although this expansion should belong to Uber. You know, once again the Manti moving through. Multiple Ilshevas, but engineers once again are the target. It doesn't seem like Ubergeek has too many problems with build capacity at this point. See 13 kills, 4 kills. Good work here from Uber. The hoplites are now moving out there. We'll force these back. Looks like Rock's ACU moving back, and this could be interesting. With these victories here for Rock really abandoning the top position, which a couple of Yoshuas can totally wipe everything out here up on top. We are now seeing these hoplites. Their shots are dodged quite easily by these Ilshevas. 11 kills, 18 kills on the other, causing a lot of problems for Rock. And now we're seeing kind of this disadvantage of Cybran T2 against Ilshevas. The hoplite's really good against mass numbers of T1 units. Something like Auroras just get absolutely demolished. But a single unit that can move around, of course, if it doesn't move around, you see all those shots missing. And now finally some laser tanks. You can't dodge lasers, and that's the proper tool. 26 final kills for that Ilsheva from Ubergeek. Meanwhile, another Ilsheva, now this one with 22 kills, causing lots of problems. Looks like it'll actually escape with its life. 89 health. It's going to regenerate quite quickly, causing problems for Rock. Rock now getting an upgrade. Now here, minute 12, and it's a pretty good game. The point defense from Rock will not be finished. That's unfortunate for Rock. This would have been a great position for him. And a total Ilsheva spam here. And finally an energy storage from Uber here. He decides he needs to overcharge at minute 15, and perhaps he does against some of these hoplites. Rock getting an upgrade. It's not really clear what it is. Most likely T2. It's on the right side for the Cybran ACU. This is basically a mobile point defense against Tech 1. Total domination by Uber on the bottom, and the map control really evening out. And now Uber Geek, this time he really does have the gun, and he's rolling through past the point defense, overcharges the point defense, sliding in some Tech 2 units. This top corner is going to be a complete loss for Rock, although he looks like he's got the gun now, and he's got a pretty massive hoplite force if he can put that to good use. Uber definitely taking back map control. This is really nice to see. 22 kills now for Uber Geeks ACU. And now Zoc moving in, or Rock moving in. You can see this micro. He's going to keep the hoplites at a distance. Attack with the ACU. You can see now he's got the gun. And Uber is kind of alone here against Tech 2 plus an upgraded ACU. This could be problems for Uber if he doesn't run away or get some support. He does have some support coming from different directions, but will it be quick enough? We are now seeing these Yoshivas. Rock has to be very careful. This might be a draw. But why is Uber Geek standing still? Uber Geek just lost a couple thousand health just by standing still. And that was really a minor mistake there at the end by Uber. If he was dodging those shots, we just saw this entire group of hoplites hit Uber Geek's ACU. That should have never happened. So a small micro mistake really cost Uber the game. He was really gaining map control at this point. Perhaps the last chance for Rock to win it. And he does. Hopefully people enjoyed this one.